Good morning. It's Labor Day. I have scheduled myself off for the day. For those of you that don't know, I'm self-employed. And I scheduled it off in hopes to spend the day with the big guy, but he has been called out of town for work unexpectedly. So now I need to find something to do. So I think I'm gonna take you all on a little hike today. There is a waterfalls that I've never been to. It's pretty impressive from what I understand. It's called Elk River Falls. And there's another little hidden gem right across the Appalachian Trail called Jones River Falls. So let's get some breakfast and get packed up, and let's go check out these really awesome waterfalls. So I'm heading out of town, and it's kind of cloudy, but it looks like up ahead we've got some pretty skies. So temperatures are supposed to be around 70 something degrees up in Banner Elk. So let's see what it looks like up there. So Elk River Falls is apparently one of the largest waterfalls in North Carolina. It is located in Banner Elk, North Carolina, and it is approximately 85 feet tall from what I understand. It's a pretty dangerous waterfall. It's not a difficult hike. Apparently it's just a mile in and back, fairly easy. A lot of the locals go there to swim, which again makes it so dangerous. Apparently so many folks have fallen off the edge, getting too close to the edge, and the pool, the bowl that it falls down into, is so deep. The information that I read, divers have not been able to reach the actual bottom yet, so they don't know how deep it really is. And a lot of folks that have fallen off the edge of the waterfall, or that have swam and gotten caught up under the current, they just simply have not been able to find the bodies. Not only people, but also a couple of dogs. So if you do make the trip out here to Elk River Falls, be sure to be super, super careful. And then there is another falls called Jones Falls, and it's only about a mile away. It's a short mile hike across the Appalachian Trail. So I'm going to attempt to find that today. I don't have an actual map to be able to drive to Jones River Falls or Jones Falls, so I'm hoping that I can use the expertise of Gaia and some directions that I found online to get me there. So let's take a look and see what the day holds. My travels up the mountain led me onto the Blue Ridge Parkway. The Blue Ridge Parkway is an experience like no other. The parkway stretches 469 miles from the Shenandoah National Park in Virginia to the Great Smoky Mountains in North Carolina, revealing stunning long-range vistas and close-up views of the rugged mountains. This gorgeous drive offers amazing roadside spots for picnics as well as easy to difficult hiking trails. While I did not intend on covering the Blue Ridge Parkway on today's journey, the views were so amazing that I just had to stop and share just a small part of what the parkway has to offer. If you have not experienced it, you must make plans to do so. I've arrived at Elk River Falls, and as you can see, it's quite busy. They say in the summer and on holidays that it does fill up because there is a pretty amazing swimming hole. Now the falls, we still need to walk up just a little bit, but I'll take you out and show you what the swimming hole looks like and kind of what brings all the families and the crowds to this area. So now I'm going to take you up to the falls and let's see what that's all about and how hard that hike actually is. It's not supposed to be too difficult from what I understand, but then the trail from here to Jones Falls is where we're going to try to attempt after it. I think that's going to be a little bit more challenging. So we'll see. So here is the top of the falls, and this is where folks have potentially fallen off. So we're not going to get any closer than this. We're going to keep our distance. The rocks are slippery when they're wet. As you can see, it drops off significantly. See, these are people down there in the bottom of the bowl. So we're going to head down there and take a look at the falls from there. Like I said, it's supposedly an 85-foot drop-off. So I'm thinking it's going to be quite gorgeous once we get down there. But this is truly a beautiful, beautiful little hike. And it is so simple. It literally took me 3 to 5 minutes to get out here. So it's good fun. As I started navigating the Gaia GPS map, I met a few new friends that were not from the area. I explained that Jones Falls was in fact on the map, but the actual trail was not. We all agreed that we were heading out on this adventure at our own risk. Was it worth it? We'll just watch and see. So we're coming up on Jones Falls, and before I even turn the corner, just watch the leaves. That's blowing just from the falls. There's no more air blowing out here. So now let's take a look at what is around the corner. Oh, wow. Now it definitely takes some more work to get down to this one. Check it out. So I just finished up the trail of Elk River Falls and Jones Falls, and y'all, it was awesome. Completely unexpected. The trail was easy to moderate, I would say, from Elk River to Jones Falls. It was beautiful, it was quiet. It did cross over the Appalachian Trail just a little bit, which was really cool. Ended up picking up a couple of guests along the way. Some folks that are moving to Raleigh from California. They were just out here for the weekend, and then another couple that's from Hilton Head, and they were up here visiting family. And they just kind of tagged along. They seen that I was walking down this trail, and I told them, I said, you know, you don't know what you're gonna get when we get on this trail. I said, I've never been here. So it turned out to be great. We all worked together following the Gaia map, and to make sure that we stayed on track. And it was beautiful. It was just absolutely beautiful. Such a wonderful trail. So if you're ever in the area up towards Banner Elk, look up Elk River Falls and follow the Gaia tracks to Jones Falls. It's definitely well worth the hike. So I hope you all enjoyed this video, and until next time, be sure to like, subscribe, and ring the little bell. Peace out, my peoples.